I've got a video here, is GCN killing off cycling, Global Cycling Network, and I am a subscriber, and I recommend you subscribe to some of their bicycle mechanic tip skills, because it's always great to know how to fix your bike. But let's talk about the level of sellout. And again, this is not hate, this is my personal comments and criticisms as someone who is, some would call the original cycling vlogger influencer here on YouTube. I was here before GCN. I'll be around hopefully a lot longer than GCN is. Because I just love getting people into cycling. I don't do it for the money. Yeah, I make money from this, but end of the day, if you've ever met me in person, you know, some people, the first time they met me is because I stopped on the side of the road to help them fix their bike. And they're like, "Dune rider." And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "You fixing my bike for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like doing it," you know, because people did that for me back in the day. And if they didn't, I wish they did. So I do what I do. Okay, pay it forward. Anyway, so GCN, the amount of bullshit that is on the GCN script, and this is not targeting any GCN reporter or employee. This is, I'm not sure who owns GCN, I think it's Shift Media or whatever, and they're in bed with the UCI and the bike industry bankers, and the bikes they're promoting now, most of them are absolute. You got earphones on? Put the earphones on so I'll get explicit. Okay, I'll give you a second. Put the earphones on because we're going to get real here. Okay, you got earphones in, great. The bikes and the products GCN are promoting most of the time these days is fucking bullshit. It's fucking stupidly overpriced, proprietary bullshit, meaning it's going to go to landfill really quickly, or you're going to be raped for the cost of getting some new handlebars, a new Bianchi, whatever, that cracked twice in a race because of a basic crash. It's just the garbage that they fucking promote, man. And that guy Dave Arthur out there, he's on the same fucking train, and now Cam Nichols in Australia here. I'm like, Cam, come on, bro. What are you promoting those bullshit, heavy, fussy, complicated, combative road disc junk things? All right, and there's plenty of other names. These ones that come off the top of the head. People are like, come on, guys, talk some real shit, all right? We need to combat this marketing bullshit. I shouldn't say marketing bullshit. I should say these bullshit products that are marketed today by GCN and these other channels, all right? These bikes are shit, man. The latest tarmac, fucking crap. It's junk. Every mechanic hates working on it. When I got my SL7 from local Specialized dealer, I had two S-Works SL7s, and they had to swap out something. I said, I'll do it. Because I could tell the mechanics just like, oh, we're going to fucking take the brakes off and do the fucking fluid. And I said, I'll do it, you know? And it was just like, you know, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm doing the job for the mechanic. And even when I got the bike, it wasn't tuned properly. And I understand why, because these bikes are so hard to work on, right? The gears weren't even done properly. And I'm like, yeah, this person just walked away from the bike and fuck these road disc shit. They're just so combative to work on. And if you worked on simple bikes like this, you understand. If you're just a total noob who's bought status by buying a Rafa or Map jersey and a $20,000 bike, you think, oh, Dune rider's just broke. I can afford any fucking bike I want, all right? I'm retired. I've got no kids, no debt, multiple properties. Money's not a problem for me, all right? Money's not a problem for me. That's why maybe I can be so fucking honest in these videos, because I don't have any sponsors to, to gate my cheeks for, okay? So it's just the bikes are bullshit now, all right? Specialized, Trek, Cannondale, Pinarello, Cervelo, blah, blah, whatever I can think of, all right? These big famous brands in the world too, Bianchi. They look like fucking garbage, man, all right? They look like garbage. They look like a 10th page Alibaba $300 knockoff. And look at the price tag that all these bikes are selling for now from these top tier brands. It's fucking laughable. I couldn't even work in a bike shop now because I've been singing fucking, you know. But here's the thing, people want to spend 20 grand on the bike. And I'm glad they do. I'm glad the bike industry stays afloat. But I have concerns for my friends who own bike shops and people who ride bikes that people are falling out of love with cycling because these new bikes are such bullshit to ride. Now, if the price is high, yeah, okay, that's one. People have got 20 grand a percent of the bike can afford that, okay? I could spend 20 grand on a bike if I wanted to, all right? That's okay, but, you know, at entry level though, for 4 grand, what do you get for 4 grand now? You get fucking a piece of shit compared to $4,000 20 years ago, gave you a really nice fucking bike. A Cannondale, CAD 7, or a CAD 9, with Dura Ace 10-speed 7800 and some Mavic Seriums, which were pretty much bomb-proof, except they had to grease that little freewheel body every 10,000k, and then you're good to go, okay? Maybe replace some plastic pole in there. You know, a killer bike. There's still today a CAD 9 with 7800 Dura-Ace and some Seriums or some nice DT Swiss wheels or Shimano hub. You know, it's a fucking killer race bike still today. 10 years, 20 years later, it'll still be a killer bike to ride and service and work on. And so I fear that these new bikes today, these road disc brake bikes, are going to kill cycling off because you can't really fall in love with a bike that's combative and breaking down and the fucking E-tap shifter's dead and you're like, well, I got to do an Audax ride tomorrow, now my shifter's dead. You know what I mean? When did a Shimano 7800 shifter die? When it hadn't been ridden for 10 years and you go to shift it, it's a second-hand bike you just bought off the barrister who did keto diet and his legs don't have any power like they used to, so he's stopped cycling. You buy his Pinarello for $300 and you go to shift and there's no shift. So what do? You get WD-40, spray it in there, do 100 clicks and now it's good as gold. All right? A shifter that's made 20 years ago and it's dead and you bring it to fucking life with 20-cent squirt of WD-40 or RP7 and a few of these. All right? Imagine in 20 years time with the current E-crap, all right? Or the Shimano 12-speed Di2 where it drops the fucking chain off the big ring into the little ring and gouges out your bottom bracket area on your new Trek Madone, all right? And hopefully you're not a World Tour rider getting dropped. Look at the World Tour, how many riders are dropping their chain now who use the latest Shimano 12-speed Dura-Ace. I had a Dura-Ace group set 12-speed last year, and I sold it within a couple of days. Because I weighed it, I was like, hang on, this is heavier than my 7800 group set. I could put it on my gravel bike and justify the disc brake thing, but I'm like, or I could just sell it and make a bit of profit. I'm going to sell it, right? There's only a few in Australia, and I had one. And so I sold it for a bit of a cut, and the guy was happy, I was happy. It's win-win. But I was just thinking, and I looked at it, I was like, man, it doesn't have the same feel. When I had my first 7800 group set, or my first 7700 group set back in '99, the 9-speed stuff, I was like, man, I felt like fucking Lance Armstrong, didn't I? And that shit worked great. It still works great today. I love 7900. I love 7800. It's just a fucking killer group set today. Still better than 12-speed shits out there today, all right? I love my DR2 stuff as well, 11-speed. Just easy to get parts for, pretty bomb-proof. But that's why I love cycling, because this product just fucking works, man. All right, it just fucking works. And for some reason you crash and you fuck it up, you can get stuff cheap. I can get a 7800 shifter for $50 off Gumtree or Facebook, maybe even free from a mate. It's like, Harley, take it, whatever. Go fix it. It's dead. Give it a squirt. Put 20 cents into it. You know, it's just, this stuff's so cheap, man. Someone said the other day, I'm struggling to find 10-speed, 9-speed cassettes. I'm like, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree. We're going to have a stockpile of rim brake stuff for the next 30 or 40 years, okay? Don't worry. Oh, I'm scared that my rim brake bike's going to be obsolete and I just have to go road disc. That's what they want you to fucking believe. Just like recently with the experimental drug thing they're going out. Well, I won't be able to travel if I don't take the experimental drugs. Well, I fucking didn't take it. I'm still part of the control group. I've been traveling around, no worries. And I'm still alive, girl. That's another topic, though. I'll lose too many subscribers. But let's stay on topic. Road disc is just fucking shit. And if you love it because you live in Bristol and it's rainy and cold and shitty, or live in Portland, Oregon, and you just love disc brakes because you're running a 40mm tyre on your new Trek Madone and it works for you, fucking awesome, all right? And you love that, that's great, okay? But what if you live in Adelaide, Australia, where it's sunny and doesn't rain much, or even in winter, and you just love the lightweight feel of the bikes? What do you do now these days if you want to buy a Cannondale Specialized? You got to go second-hand near new, one of those surgeon bikes off the surgeon. The best bikes to buy is from a surgeon, a barrister, an accountant, you know, an entrepreneur, someone doing a keto diet. They have all these bikes laying around. They don't ride them because they've got no wattages anymore. They're anemic. And they just have these amazing bikes that sell them for cheap because they don't want to see old stuff. They're the best bikes in the world right now. And if you know, you know. So it's just, yeah, people fall out of love with cycling now because of the bikes don't ride like they used to. Not many new cyclists now will get to experience the joy of a 2013 Trek Madone with that Ultegra 11-speed that just fucking works. And, you know, they won't feel that joy. These Mavic serums that will just fucking work. Just make sure you look after the free hub body every 10,000 K. They won't get that experience, that joy. They're easy to travel with. I can build this bike and put in a little bike box, cardboard box, ship it to Thailand with me, bring it back. It's all good to go. Right? And it's pennies, man. This bike cost me $1,300 Australian. It's almost brand new off a local rider here. All right, so it's just the bikes are so cheap now. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you're going to go to a bike shop and your options are limited. That's why I couldn't work in a bike shop now today, because I'd be like, man, I'm selling a bike that I wouldn't want to ride. And that's what my friends who work in or own these shops, they have a bit of a, be like, damn, like, Harley's right, but what the fuck am I going to do? And it's just like, what do you do? Because what do you do anyway? When I worked in the bike shop back in the day and someone wanted to get a Look or a Ducati or a Colnago, I said, great, these bikes are cool. They're very artistic, but the warranty is a bit average. If you do a lot of miles or you think you might have warranty issues, I'd recommend Cannondale Trek Specialized back in the day. And some people disagree with me. I want my Look, I want my Ducati, I want my Bianchi or whatever. And then they have a problem with it. And they'll be like, hey, Italy. Oh, I'm not speaking English. Eh? And they'll be like, oh, come back, I bought this bike. And so I told you, man. And they'd be arcing up at me. And I'm like, so in the end, I wouldn't, if someone wanted a Euro bike, I'd say, hey, go talk to this person in the shop. I'm going to deal. I only sell Cannondale Specialized Trek, blah, blah, actually it was Cannondale Trek and Azuri and stuff, because that's the deal I work at. Because I knew these bikes were just, you get on a Cannondale, rim brake road, BSA BP, external cables, you just get on that thing and you fucking go. You hit a kangaroo, snap your Cannondale Slice Fork, Ultra Fork, great. I'm putting you in there for you, you're good to go, okay? And hopefully you're on the kangaroo, okay? It's just, the bikes just fucking worked, man. And they still work today. And they're so cheap. And if you want one, join my coaching group, I'll help you find one. But that's my deal. So is GCN that killing cycling? I feel they are. No one else is talking about it at my level of subscribership. But cycling is such an important, not just sport, but such an important transport. Cycling life is so essential. There's so many humans on the planet. We don't have room for all these fucking cars, all right? We need more bums on bikes on the road. And to get that, we need the champions like Lance Armstrong, Chris Froome, Richie Porte, Tadej, Evenepoels. We need these people out there in the sport promotes that element. All right? We need the influencers out there promoting that element. We need the girls out there promoting their cycling life. We need everyone on board. And drugs or no drugs or whatever, it's just part of the deal, it's marketing. But most importantly, we need to have the product that's fucking people want to fall in love with, right? That's accessible, that is easy to work on. The mechanics enjoy working on it. Like someone gives me a Cannondale from 20 years ago and says, can you fix this? I'm like, yeah, fucking oath again. If someone gives me the latest Super 6 Evo Lab fucking 78, whatever, 71, Lab 71. It doesn't deserve that. Anyway, I don't fucking touch it, man. If Cannondale Australia said Harley will pay you $20,000 to ride the latest Cannondale, Harley will pay you $100,000 to ride the latest SL7 and promote the fuck out of it, I'd say thanks, but no thanks. My name's not Kaylee Fritz from cyclingtwits.com, all right? I don't sell out like that. Kaylee, you should know fucking better, bro. Cycling Tips is starting up again under a thing called Escape CC or whatever. This is going to be the same bullshit, promoting the same bullshit bikes because they're getting paid or whatever, No real honest opinions, This SL7's a fantastic bike. This is the best tarmac ever. And I was like, damn, I respect Kaylee's opinion, so maybe he's onto something. I get my SL7, ride it down the street, and I'm thinking, that motherfucker. But hang on, I give it to Natasha, didn't tell her. She goes, what do you think? I said, what do you think? What do you think? I answered the question with a question and gave her the right. She comes back, she says, it doesn't feel good. And I'm like, yes, a fucking slug, isn't it? Same with the latest Specialized Epic. Got that, hyped up for it, because Epic's always been a great bike of mine. Rode it, I was like, suspension's broken. Okay, get new suspension, okay. Warranty was quick, great. Still shit. The guys on the fucking forums, not the forums, the blogs and shit, they fucking lied because they want more cash or more kudos from the sales rep or the free trip to Tenerife or whatever for the promo day. Fuck that. That's bullshit. That's fraud, man. It's fucked. Why are we going to lie to these new cyclists, man? Well, as everyone else does, I'm just making the money, I've got a mortgage, then get a job get a job where you don't have to fucking bullshit people, man. Walmart, whatever. Uber Eats. Versus being a cycling journalist, just talking utter bullshit. Oh, this bike's super stiff and super great. It rides better than the other one. Absolute bullshit, man. Absolute bullshit. These people are lying to you. It's disappointing. They're selling out. They're just, they're sellouts. And, and hey, people can always change, all right? Just because I call someone a sellout doesn't mean that they stay a sellout, okay? All those YouTube influencers out there, stand the fuck up. Stop being fucking pussies, man. And speak out. James Huang, all those people, man. Angry Asian, all I see is you cowering down and gaping your cheeks to Sinyard, okay? Like, talk about this shit, man. You know these road disc bikes are bullshit. This goes to all the influencers out there. You've been riding for 10 years or more. Some of you have been riding longer than I have. I'm 46 in a few months, never had a driver's license. I'm on the bike every day for transport. I love to ride. Right? I ride to love. And that's why I ride these bikes, man. I ride all the brands, all the bikes. I own over 60 high-end bikes, okay? I didn't even know what bikes I got these days. I go for my collection. Oh shit, I've still got that bike. I better ride it. It's getting dusty. There's Daddy Longlegs having sex on that bike. I better, clean it up. So it's just, someone said the other day, oh, your channel's for the poor people. I got more bikes than you, dude, and I've ridden more bikes than you have. All right, so my experience has more weight than you have. You'll just have this, you probably maybe have more money than me, maybe got a few $1 million more than I have. And yeah, okay, great, you win that comp. But in terms of winning the competition of fitness, you got no chance there against me. And in terms of inspiring people to ride bikes and getting them a high quality bike, you definitely lose that competition, okay? I love getting people onto bikes because cycling gave me such a rich life and continues to do so. So I have to pay it forward in life, all right? That makes me feel good as a human. I'm doing my bit. I got introduced to something really fucking magical, and that is cycling, the cycling life. Running's fantastic, lifting weights is great, all those things are cool, surfing's cool, but cycling is the lifestyle. You can ride to work, you can ride to your friend's house, you can just get on your bike and go and ride, all right? You got an injury, you can't run, you go ride your bike. You got no legs ability, you can go a hand bike, okay? It's cycling, the wheels. You got your set of wheels, you can move. Maybe you don't even have the ability to use your arms and legs, you can be in some wheels and press the button or whatever. Okay, it's not a bicycle, but you know what I'm saying? It's wheels, it makes life go around, okay? So I think we all need to do our bit and combat this road disc bullshit. Again, have options. If you want road disc, great. But this cancellation of rim brakes, upgrade to road disc, is not a fucking upgrade. It's a downgrade in most situations. There's not a single World Tour rider who prefers road disc, if they're being fucking honest. There's not a single World Tour mechanic who prefers to work on the latest tarmac versus a tarmac from 10 years. There's not, okay? There's fucking not. And you can disagree with me, but you're still gonna be wrong. Road discs, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's great for maybe 1% of the market. All right, people who want 40 mil tires on a Domane, great. You live in Portland, great, fantastic. Let's have the bikes there, but just get a cyclocross bike, okay, whatever. Road disc cyclocross, what's the difference? Oh, well, there's no fucking difference, man, all right? Oh, man, in terms of, it's just, anyway, that's marketing, isn't it, all right? We don't have cycling companies anymore, we have marketing companies. And marketing's great, I love reading adverts, but when they're adverts for bullshit product, that really gets me up and gets me inspired to go and sit in an alleyway and share my thoughts and comments and criticisms for 18 minutes 31, all right? Road discs is bullshit. They're slower, they're heavier, they're more expensive, they cost more to maintain. They're fucking dangerous, man. You got these race tires, Conti GP4000s, a Hutchinson, etc. Performance tires, a road disc, you gotta do a panic brake, you slide out everywhere, okay? They're dangerous. Road disc in a road race is fucking dangerous because the wheels lock up too easy, all right? That cancels road disc straight away. Because if it ain't safe, if it's more, I mean, cycling's dangerous enough as it is. Why make it more dangerous with this black clothing? You can't be seen by fucking deer as easy, or car drivers as easy, or pedestrians as easy, or other cyclists as easy. And now you have a bike where it fucking loses traction because the traction patch of the tire is still road race based, okay? And now we're gonna go zip 50 PSI. Don't get me started on hookless road. Don't get me started on Zip's 50 PSI road race wheel sets, all right? Don't get me started on disc brakes on fucking TT bikes, all right? Don't get me started on that, okay? I have an aneurysm in this alleyway.